only a software program, and you can't throw software. You can turn it off though. So I'm going to go in here and scale this stuff in some more. Like that, and let's subdivide, subdivide, subdivide. Check it out. Looks okay. Looks like I need this to be harder up here in the top section of this. So I'm going to do the same thing. Got that right there. That right there. And that right there. And I could go ahead and do it, but I'm probably not going to do it because I'm almost at the end of this. And I really would rather wait until I'm done so that when I do this, I only have to do it once. So I'm actually not going to do what I was going to do. I'll do it in a minute. And let's just finish out. Looks like this part of my trigger hole is a little bit too small compared to my actual model. So I'm just going to grab this stuff right there. Just like that. And I'm going to pull it. Pull it. And pull it. Like booyah. Booyah. And come in here. And pull it. And pull it. So I'm just going back and making some like tweaks. And those tweaks are giving me a better looking model. I like it a lot. So yeah. Those thingies are tweak-tastically coming together. And same thing here. This right here though, this is dangerously close to all this stuff being bunched up together. I'm just going to grab verts and move verts up. And grab this and move this up. These are areas where I'd probably want to do some decimation of my mesh because it's starting to get really heavy and it's going to start giving me weird artifacts if I continue to leave stuff the way that it is without doing some type of cleanup and other things to these areas. So I've seen stuff now that I can start to, kind of triangulate together, decimate down, and all those things are going to help keep my topology cleaner. I might even do that with this right here because there's no more there's no more holes. So I might actually take this stuff, and I am going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this stuff, and we're going to merge this down. Let's drop down so that we don't see cuckoo craziness. Oh, like that. Oh, what I do. Oh yeah, woo, woo. That's why you don't want to do stuff when you're in the other levels, because you'll think something's happening the way you want it, and you look at it and you're like, oh, what happened to you? What happened to you? Right? What happened to you? What's wrong? What's wrong, sweetie? All right. So, boop, boop. And click and move. And that's cleaner. And let's do the same. Let's see. Yeah, let's do the same thing here because this no longer is needed to get that ridge anymore. So we'll do the same thing to it right there. We'll click through our mesh and do the same thing over here. So you want to use more polygons where you need them and not use more polygons where you don't need them. That needs to be a rule of thumb for your modeling career of life. Don't add what's not there. Also, don't model what you can't see. If you can't see it, don't model it. Like this particular model here, I'm probably going to model some things that you can't see. So I'm going to break the rule that I just told you not to break, but with good reason. With good reason, I promise you, good reason. The reason that I'm going to probably break that rule is because I want to have this where I can take it apart and show some of the really cool details of the inside of it once it's apart in pieces. And that's one reason why I'm going to model some things that you normally wouldn't see. So yeah, it's not like I'm doing it just to do it. I'm doing it for a reason. For a reason. And looking at this, can I get away with triangulating this? Yeah, I think I could. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna triangulate this right here too. So boom, boom, and merge. And on the other side, let's do it again. Let's merge it. Cause this way I can get rid of this stuff here. So merge it. And once again, we're going to merge it. So that makes that cleaner for me too. That makes this cleaner to go around this way. And I'm going to even reconfigure some things right here. If I wanted to, I could get rid of that by just cutting a line between this polygon, and I would have two quads here, and then two more quads. But you know, I don't really need that, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, so I don't need it. So I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want it. So I'm going to go here and grab this stuff and pull it back. So you can see how I'm following and what my mindset is as I'm doing this. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to keep the camera, the proverbial camera, on, so you could see my whole modeling process and not be like, what'd you just do? Like, you know, I hate some of those videos where you click away from it and you come back to it and they have like a whole castle built, and when you left it was just like 3 circles. When you come back, you're like, you have a whole castle. Where'd that come from? And they're like, oh, well, you know, I just had a castle, so I decided to, you know, bring it in here. And, you know, that's cheating to a degree. I mean, I think when you're learning how to model, it's important that you see someone's entire workflow, because, yeah, it makes the videos a little bit longer doing it this way, but it also, I think, gives more value to what you're taking away as a modeler, because then you're able to start really thinking and not reproducing my tutorials, because I don't want you just reproducing my tutorials. I want you thinking and saying, oh man, wow, why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. Oh, I know why I did that. You know, I want you to be thinking about why you model the way you model and take on geometry the way you take it on. So you can see, look, it's clean. My geometry's clean. Nothing's happening. No badgers are jumping out of my geometry. Everything is fine. Hard surface, and everything's good. I know one thing I am going to do, which I haven't done yet, and I should have done this a long time ago. I'm going to save my scene and go back and save my scene. And this is going to be my PS90. Whoop, whoop. Make a new folder. Call it PS90. 90. So I'm inside my folder and save my file. The files that are saved out of Silo are SIB files, SIB files. They're not used by any other program. The only downside I can say about working inside of Silo is that you don't have an FBox file that you can send out. You do have a max file you can send out. You do also have a 3D OBJ file. You can send out OBJs and max scene files, I believe. Don't quote me. I believe you can send out those 2 file types and be fine. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, yeah. So let's go in here and go back to face mode. That's the only thing I kind of hate now. I have all these faces to move, but it's not that big of a deal. And let's go and let's extrude it right there. Hit enter. Go and get to my vertices. Pull stuff. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually terminate some things here. So I'm going to take some things and terminate them here. If you don't have shift held, if you don't hold down shift when you click into another viewport, you'll lose your selection. So just keep that in mind. And scale tool, just kind of scale this in right here. Same thing with this. Scale it in. I want to try to terminate this right here. I don't want to take any more. I don't want to take any more of this up into the top part of the handle stuff, because it's only going to make things even worse if it keeps going up into my model like this. Same thing. Ugh. Don't want this to go up anymore either. Is that cool? That's cool. Is it copacetic? That's copacetic. One of these things are not like the other. Now what happened to that? What is that? What's going on there? What? No way. And did this just get yanked over? Oh, it's a bunch of craziness happened here. That's, yeah, okay. Now, if this got really jacked up, what I would end up doing is just cutting my model in half. I would cut my model in half and then just, fix half of it. But I think we're still at a point where it's not too messed up. So I'm gonna try to, just do the darn thing, as they say. Those are both there. This is what I want to do. I want to look at these and see what's going on where and how's it, who's it, what's it. And see, maybe I can actually merge some things together with this. I think so. I think I can. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here to face mode and delete these faces right there. Yup. Sure just did that. And let me go to edge mode and drag this a little bit forward. Just like that. That's right here. Like a little mouth now, right? No. I think I can see what happened. It looks like the vertices got a little bit pulled off of each other. So yeah, it looks like my verts got a little bit yanked around in here at some point. Let's look at this from the side view and I can kind of see more so what's going on. That goes like right there, and this goes right here. This right here. Yeah. And that's what all those other polygons did for me. Like they Kind of jacked me up a little bit. And ow. So I'm going to go in here now. And let's bridge these. I get a triangle right there. Which is fine. I think there is a... Oh yeah. Fill hole. Boop, boop, boop. Fill my hole, fill hole. So I can go up there like that, and then grab both sides, remember that. And boop. Now, will I keep that triangle there? Maybe, maybe not. But the reality of it is that it makes it easier to move this stuff around with, you know, out having to grab an additional like 25 different pieces of this now. Because now, if you go in here and look at this, I go to face mode, I can just move these forward. And these go forward very easily. Like, see that? And I can clean that up very easily too. And let's go to vertex mode. And this will stay here. This will come here now. And this right here will go here. And maybe this right here will go here. Ha ha ha. Look at that. Look at that, my chickadees. Freeze. Freeze is the name of the game. Everybody's a winner. Like I say, if it gets really to the point where it's just kind of chunked up, I will just delete. I'll just actually make a center line and cut the sucker in half. Which is what I usually do when they get really bad. And when I'm using something besides 3D Coat, like if I were bringing this into Photoshop, I probably would do a center line because it would make the UVing process just a little bit easier to UV it with a center line. But since I'm using Coat, I don't worry about that as much. And let's scale, scale, scale. And the really cool thing I like about working with this particular weapon as well is that when we finish this, this is pretty much the whole body. Like, this is the body of the weapon, you know. There's not much more to the PS90 rather than I'm thinking about that MP for the next build. I'm thinking about that MP, that push machine gun, light machine gun. Man, push. Keep this straight. Let's keep that straight. Yeah. That'll be the corner right there. So, back in here one more time. Not one more time, but you know. Scale. I mean, extruden Wabenläden, Kartenputen, Miesen. I don't know. These are words. They come out of my mouth. Right. And grab that. Pull it back. And these have already kind of done what I wanted them to do anyway, which is go down. It's really weird that they would just do that. But it's what I needed them to do. Just keep making this follow that just like that. 'Cause I need that to do a thing right there. Get these spread out a little bit better. Same thing right there. And you can see everything is still copacetic. Alright, yeah. Everything still looks good on this model though. Everything still looks nice. It's nice. And get that. And once again, extrude and hit A. And clean it up, clean it up, clean it up. And this comes like right about here. And let's make sure about this little guy right here. He's too far in there. Like that. And I would even imagine that this part of my gun, boop, get my scale tool. Scale that in a little bit. So I can see I got that. I'm good. That looks fine right there. Let's see. Same thing happening right here on this one. Scale tool. And scale this in some. But let's also bring it out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So there we go. That's probably should have had something else right there. So anyway, it's kind of going on right there. It's kind of like that. I'll fix that in a little bit. Same thing here. Let's pull this back right here. And to fix that, I'm just really going to make a cut that goes up and across this polygon and breaks this into a triangle. That'll fix those darn corners. And you can see there's not much left of the gun to make. I got to make the mag and the actual, like the mag, and that's not the only thing, but the magazine and the firing pin mechanism, the trigger, and the barrel. The barrel has the receiver and everything else there too. So we will take a quick pause for the cause and continue right after this.